So a huge problem with a lot of disabled people, but with people in general, is losing stuff. And this includes important IDs and cards. Now, if you lose a card or ID, it can be pretty hard getting into places or paying stuff. Now, one alternative people might think about is an NFT or something like that. Well, I'm sorry, is to put on electronics. But electronics are hackable, blah, 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 blah. Well, I want to talk about a couple ways around that. First of all, do everything we need the highest security? No. So in some cases it might be able, or it's not the most worthwhile target. Sometimes it might be okay not to make the most secure system if it's more accessible to people. But let's talk about further beyond that. If we have if we can design some of these IDs to be more like NFTs, and I know I'm sounding weird talking about NFTs, we might actually be able to round some of these because it's less easy to duplicate NFTs. It's not a perfect system though. To always actually hack an NFT, if you have more computing power than the whole entire system, then actually you can hack an NFT. Another way is that if you find some way to pretend to make a transaction go with NFT when it's not supposed to go. Another way is with to make it have not the transaction go, but pretend that you are the person. One way, so ways around this is to have some information, much more of the information locally stored on your device, with your device having some identification, so it's less hackable. Plus we can add extra security measures. Another way to make a electronic thing less hackable is that we'd get rid of some of the nice accessibility and speed, and we make this whole thing a lot slower. So you have to type in a few buttons, go through password checks, and so on, and then you get your ID every time. As an accessibility option, this is not the nicest, but it does get you in. So there's that way. Another way is that we could have alternative ID things like fingerprint scans and biometric scans. Now, I think we need other IDs always in place because sometimes biometrics themselves change. You might get hurt on your finger or something, so like a fingerprint might not work. But these are just some ideas just to think about. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 4,000 watches, which is really hard, but with your help, I think you can do it. Goodbye.